Alright guys, welcome back. So this is a quick tutorial on how to do config. So go to your mod folder or modpack folder or Minecraft folder, wherever you installed the mod, and go to config, and this is the normal configuration file which you can edit on the GUI, and you'll see a Fishing Made Better folder. If you don't see it, launch the game with the mod at least once. And there you'll see another folder called fish data. This is where all the fish data are stored. Now the files are structured in a way where each file have fishes from the mod itself. But you can put all the fishes in one file if you want. This is just for organization. In the future I will add fishes from these mods. But first, I'll show you the vanilla, which I've added data for all the fishes. So I use vanilla. I use Notepad++ to edit it. So this is the JSON file. I mean, it looks clean, but there might be some confusing things which I'll explain now. So first things first, this is like the root, and each item is a fish. So from here to here is one fish, data for all the fish, and this is another fish. Now what you need to know is the key, which is salmon, has to match the fish ID. This is a unique ID for the fish, as well as the display name, which I can probably add another data for that. And next up is the item ID. This is the ID of the item that you will get as the fish. So for salmon, it's just a normal vanilla fish. I mean, this could be even modded items, modded fishes. And the metadata is the metadata of the fish, which in this case is 1, because Minecraft fish 1 is the salmon. And this is the description you'll get from the tracker. You can put whatever text you want here. And then you'll see minimum fish time, maximum fish time. These attributes to the speed of the fish as well as the intelligence of the fish. Now this signifies how long a fish stays in the hook, along with other factors such as bait and weight, I think, and other stuff. So the lower this number, the quicker they get out of the bait, and the intelligent they are, and the faster they are. So you will see more particle effects in the water if they're really fast, so if this number is low. So for this fish you have some time for salmon, and this I believe is in ticks or seconds, I'm not sure. So the min reel, max reel time, this signifies how much you gotta reel to get to the line, I believe. So based on the weight, you might have to reel further. So you might have to take account of the weight and make sure this number signifies that it takes a longer reel for a longer weight fish, as well as the speed. Min error variance, max error variance signifies the how accurate the line needs to be. So when you notice the HUD, there was a blue line in the middle. That's like the center. That's like 0. And if error variance is like 4, for example, then you can do 4 in each individual in any of the left or right direction around that line to reduce the distance of the fish. So the higher this number, the easier it is to fish. So the lower the error variance of the fish, the harder it is. So you might want to have intelligent fishes have lower error level. And then we have the weight, so which is explanatory. The higher the weight, the longer it is to catch them, and all the other factors you've seen. The time can be any, I believe, day, night. So you can pass any, you can pass day, or you can pass night. So this is when will this fish be available to be fished. Any means both day and night. And this signifies if rain is required or not, which is self-explanatory. This is the rarity of the fish. Now, a fish can, the lower this number, the more rare the fish is. So you will see fishes that have higher number being really abundant everywhere. As well as, there are other factors that uses this rarity to determine how tough it is to get that fish to bite the hook. The min deep level, max deep level is just the depth of the fish. This signifies the distance. So if the depth is like 24, then the distance will be 24, and it will take that number to be reduced to 0 to catch the fish. So that the higher the depth, the harder it is to catch. Reproduction time is in minutes, like in every, I believe, whatever you choose on the settings, this goes along with this time. So every reproduction tick, it reduces, it checks the time, and if the tick reaches 4, then they'll reproduce if they're not hungry. And eating frequency is how fast they eat. The higher the number, or I think the lower the number, the more frequently they eat. So it's kind of inversed in that way. So if you put it on higher number, then they'll eat slower. Sorry about the confusion here. Trackable just means that if this fish can be tracked by a fish tracker. So if you want like hidden fish, you can always set that to false. Now we have the biome list with the biome blacklist. So this, you can put a list of biomes that this fish will be available. These are just different oceans, and use it either as a whitelist or blacklist. In this case, I'm using it as a whitelist by setting this blacklist to false. If you set the blacklist to true, this will be used as a blacklist, so that the fish won't be here. Time outside of water is in seconds, 12 seconds that they will live outside of water before they die. So you have to either put them on a fish bucket or just have them dead. Resulting item is the item you get when you scale a fish. So when you saw me scaling a salmon, I got iron ingot as the resulting item of scaling. And it's the metadata if you want to have extra control over that. And result quantity use weight makes it so that based on the quantity you get more of the iron ingot. So if it's a heavier fish, you'll get more quantity. If this is false, then you will always get 1. And then here's the bait map, which is a list of baits you can have for the fish. So for salmon, it just uses a caught fish, and for pufferfish it uses a dye. You could add even more. The 0 in here is the metadata. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now you can just add any fish or any item from any mod and use it as a fish. It should all work. Thanks for watching.